Guests that took up the invitation to participate in the inaugural Bee Eaters Festival in 2012 arrive at the Northcliff Water Tower. Each family chose a beaded ring, which serves as an entrance ticket. The fee for the occasion is for the benefit of the Northcliff Ridge Ecopark and offers an opportunity to get to know one's neighbours, as well as network with like-minded nature lovers. After receiving their bottle of cooled water, the hikers gathered together to be guided down the paths by Yapi Kutsia. Yapi and his staff have personally created many of the paths below the crest of the ridge with great skill and understanding, creating them to have the least impact on the veld. The rocks are organized in such a way as to provide a more stable footing and remain secure in their position. All along the route, people enjoy new views and many other little details. After a while, the group reach the west boundary of the park and make their way to the host residents' roof deck to enjoy some snacks. We took this opportunity to chat to some participants.
I'm a Northcliff resident and I find it very interesting, and I'm particularly glad that the people have made an effort to create this eco park.
But we haven't been for years, and it was full of glass and junk and all the rest of it, and we meant to come back. So great that it's being saved.
It's about a 500% improvement.
As sort of outdoor kind of individuals, we would like to see this kind of park thrive more and more. It's in our own sort of vested interest for the park to succeed.
Yeah, and the hill is beautiful now.
It's just wonderful to see that people come together and that there's an eco park here. There's great bird species here.
There's been a huge improvement as far as litter is concerned. The pathways created here.
They're cliff nesting species, and that's why they use this hill behind here. We've got two populations in South Africa. We've got a population, this specific population, that would migrate to Europe and to Asia. So they're just back for about 2 weeks now until about April. And then further in the Cape Province and in the Free State, we've got another population which is inter-African migrants. So they go to Central Africa.
George Angelis, co-director of the Eco Park, tells us briefly about their progress so far.
We decide at the meetings what we should do, how we should do, and spent quite a lot of money, obviously, in securing the area, making sure that we had no vagrants, trying to get rid of the criminal elements up at the Northcliff Tower, improving the security at the Northcliff Tower, fixing the palisade fencing. We, in fact, also paved the area. We changed the entranceway, made it much more wheelchair-friendly, friendly to people. We've had some control. We use the security guards to close off the park at night at 7 o'clock, obviously in conjunction with the city parks. And we work closely with city parks, and we work closely with Joburg Water. And I think we've noticed a growing pride in the area by people.
Just after sunset, bird specialist Jeff Lockwood discussed in detail how the growth of knowledge in bird migration developed.
Where do the bee eaters fit in? Now, bee eaters are one of a group of species that show a very interesting phenomenon in South Africa. And what has happened is that we have a non-breeding migrating population which breeds in Europe and Southern Europe and Central Europe and comes down to us here. And those are the birds that you may have been lucky enough to see on the walk this afternoon. So it really is just a wonderful thing. I think whoever came up with the idea of a bee eater festival is right on the money, because the bee eater call, that sound as they go overhead, is just one of those wonderful welcome sounds that says summer in theory is here.
The group Chilled Cafe provided musical entertainment as everyone enjoyed their food and got to know one another better. We asked actress Rika Sennett for her thoughts.
And I think we should tell our friends and family and really support this effort to keep the ridge clean and
secure and safe for our children and for us to walk in and to enjoy.
We want to auction a couple of items here.
At the occasion, beaded works of art created by Douglas Dobwa were auctioned by actor James Borthwick, with the proceeds going to the Ecopark.
450, 500, 500. Let's hear 500. Come, 500. Come, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have 500. 550. Going twice. Sold!
We caught up with Elmarie Kutsia, who is brainchild of the festival and hostess for the night.
The whole aim of the function today was to start a wonderful project or to start an annual event in Joburg, a festival in the midst of Joburg celebrating nature.
Murray Hewlett tells us more about the Ecopark.
And the park is a public benefit organisation. It's registered in terms of Section 18A of the Income Tax Act. There's some things that need to be done in the park. We would be looking for corporate investment for electric fencing, fire suppression systems, a small stone wall on top of the park, donation of some trees, some manpower to create some paths. There's a lot that needs to be done, and these things cost money. So if there's anybody out there that will donate us some of their hard-earned funds, we'd be grateful.
And I hope it will be one of the first things that come up to your mind. Oh, well, let's go and see a sunset on Northcliff Ridge. And we would love to know that it's clean, that it's safe, and that you can take your family and friends there. And there's not a more beautiful sunset in Joburg to be seen as from the ridge.
The organisers sincerely thank each and every contributor and look forward to a bigger and better Bee Eaters Festival for 2013.